Hi and hello my dear students. Welcome to my channel Max Tutor Vanmati. This video is based on class 10th new syllabus. No more fear for exam by following my videos. Today in 10th Maths Unit 2 we are going to see the section modular arithmetic. Modular arithmetic. This modular arithmetic was developed by the German mathematician Carl Friedrich Gauss. Okay, he was also called as the prince of mathematicians. Here modular arithmetic means wrapping around after hitting some values is called modular arithmetic. The best example for modular arithmetic is the clock. Okay, here 1 to 12 it is present in your clock. One time it goes means it's 12 hours, and two times it goes means we get 24 hours. In a day we have 24 hours. Okay, so by hitting 12, that is afternoon 12, 1 to 12 goes on, and after 12 in the afternoon it again goes to 1, but it is known as 13, and 2 is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and this is your 24. So wrapping around after hitting some values is called a modular arithmetic, and some of the examples of modular arithmetic are day and night. So it is in a cyclic process. Next is your seasons. 4 seasons comes in a cyclical order, and also a life cycle of a plant. Okay, these were the some examples of modular arithmetic. Okay, next we can go to the topic congruence modulo. Next is your topic congruence modulo. This topic will be mostly used in many of our problems in exercise 2.3 and examples. Okay, what is meant by a congruence modulo? Two integers a and b, they are taking two integers a and b, are congruence modulo n, that is n is your modulus if they differ by an integer multiple of n, that is b minus a is equal to kn for some integer k, which implies a is congruent to b mod n. Okay, here a and b are two integers, and n is your mod n is nothing but your modulus n. Okay, then you will get, then this can be said as a minus b is divisible by this n. Okay, and we can write that a minus b by n, which is equal to some integer k. Okay, and this can also be written as a minus b is equal to nk, cross multiplying. Okay, and further this can be written as a is equal to nk. This minus b goes to that side, will get plus b. Here this b is your remainder. Okay, this is your congruence modulo. Based on this topic we are going to do many problems. Okay, next we can see. Next is your connecting Euclid's division lemma and modular arithmetic. Okay, first we are taking the Euclid's division lemma. What is your Euclid's division lemma? A is equal to BQ plus R, where this R lies from 0 to B. Okay, can you recall? Euclid's division lemma is nothing but A is equal to BQ plus R, and here R lies between 0 to B. Now we are going to connect some thing between Euclid's division lemma and modular arithmetic. So we are taking two integers as m comma n. Okay, m n are the integers. Okay, next by Euclid's division lemma we can write this as n is equal to mq plus r, that is a is replaced as n and b is replaced as m, and either all same q plus r. Okay, and again here this r lies between 0 to m, because in the place of b we have m. Okay, next if n is equal to m cube plus r for some integer q, we can write it as n is equal to m cube plus r, and this further can be written as n minus r, that is remainder taking on left side you will get n minus r is equal to m cube. Further this can be written as n minus r is equal to 0 mod m, that is your modulus m. M q is replaced as 0 mod m. Okay, then n is equal to, this r when goes this side will get 0 plus r, so we can write it as r mod m, that is n is equal to r modulus m. So this is the equation of the Euclid's division lemma, can be written as the modular arithmetic. See, here in the place of a we have r, and a is equal to bq plus r can be written as n is equal to r into mod m. This is the modular arithmetic form. By using Euclid's division lemma, we have drawn the conclusion modular arithmetic form. Okay, next we can see the section modulo operations. Next is your modulo operations. Under this topic they have given one theorem. Okay, let a comma b comma c comma d are the integers and m is a positive integer such that a is congruent to b mod m and c is congruent to d mod m. Then they have the following results as a plus c equal to b plus d mod m, a minus c equal to b minus d mod m, and a cross a into c equal to b into d mod m. That is, first is your addition operation, next is your subtraction operation, next is your multiplication operation. Using this two condition, they have derived this three result. For this we can use one example as 17 is congruent to 4 mod 13 and 42 is congruent to 3 mod 13. Okay, here this mod m should be equal and either all digits can be different. Okay, here you see this is your a, this is your b, this is your c and this is your d. Clear? Okay, first we can use here a is your 17, c is your 42. Adding this you will get 17 plus 42 equal to b plus d. B is your 4, d is your 3. 4 plus 3 mod m. Okay, then what you will get? 17 plus 42, you will get 59. 59 equal to 7 mod m is your mod 13. Okay, 7 mod 13. Clear? Next, a minus c. Similarly, 17 minus 42 equal to 4 minus 3 mod 13. You will get 17 minus 42 is your minus 25. Minus 25 equal to 1 mod 13. Clear? Next is your multiplication operation. 17 into 42. You will get 17 into 42 is your 714. Okay, I'll write it directly. 714 which is equal to b into d. 4 3s are 12. 12 mod 13. Clear? This result is used in one problem in your example and exercise. That time you can understand clearly. Okay. Next we can move on to the problems. Example 2.11. Find the reminders when 70,004 and 778 is divided by 7. Okay. Two numbers they have given. Okay. And it is two numbers are both divided by 7 only. So we have to find the reminders. Okay. So first is your 70,004 is divided by 7. And again here 778 is divided by 7. Okay. You have to check the multiple of 7. That is, which number can be divisible by 7. Here 7004. Sure, it cannot be divisible by 5. Next, we have to check the nearest number to this number. So 70,000. Nearest to this is 70,000. This can be divided by 7. Okay, this is divisible by 7. So we can write it as 70,000, which is equal to 0 mod 7. That is, your remainder will be 0. While dividing the 70,000 by 7, you will get the remainder as 0. That is written as 0 mod 7. And what we need 70,004. So adding 4 on both sides, you will get 70,004, which is equal to 0 plus 4 is your 4. 4 mod 7. Clear? Now this only is your remainder. No, already we have seen in the congruence modulo. Okay, so this is your remainder. So remainder is equal to 4. That is, the remainder when 70,004 is divided by 7 is 4. Clear? Similarly, we can do that problem. 778 is divided by 7. Okay, so nearest to this we have to check. 777 can be divided by 7. So this can be written as 777 is equal to 0 mod 7. Clear? Because while dividing by 7, you will get only 0 remainder. Then adding, what we need, 778. So adding 1 on both sides, you will get 778 is equal to 0 plus 1, 1. 1 mod 7. This is your remainder, no? So therefore remainder is equal to 1. Okay, the remainder when 778 is divided by 7 is 1. Clear? Understood? Next we can move on to the next problem. Determine the value of D such that 15 is congruent to 3 mod B. This is resembles as A is congruent to B mod M. And this can be written as 15 minus 3 is divisible by D. Okay, and further this can be written as 15 minus 3 is equal to KD. 15 minus 3 is nothing but your 12. Now we are going to find the divisors of 12. Divisors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. 1 12s are 12, 2 6 are 12, 3 4s are 12, 4 3s are 12, 6 2s are 12, 12 1s are 12. Okay, here we are going to see only that is, what is your remainder? Remainder is your 3. Above this value only we are going to find as D values. Okay, so 1 will be neglected, 2 will be neglected, 3 will be neglected. Above 3 is your 4, 6 and 12. Okay, so therefore the possible values of D are 4, 6 and 12. This is your final solution. Okay, next we can move on to the example 2.13. Example 2.12. Find the least positive value of x such that 67 plus x is congruent to 1 mod 4 and second subdivision is 98 is congruent to x plus 4 mod 5. Clear? From this we can say that first subdivision 67 plus is congruent to 1 mod 4. This can be written as 67 plus x and this remainder 1 will be coming this side as minus 1, which is equal to this modulus 4 is can be written as 4n. Okay, and here 67 minus 1 is your 66 plus 6 plus x equal to 4n. That is 66 plus x when divided by 4. what will be your remainder? We have to find the remainder. Okay, dividing this, that is 66. Here your 4 on dividing you will get 4 ones are 4, 2, 6, 4 6 are 24, remainder is your 2. Then you add here 66 plus 2, which is your 68. So this 66 cannot be divided by, it's not divided by 4. 68 is divided by 4 and leaves the remainder 0. So your x value is your 2. Clear? Next is 98 is congruent to x plus 4 mod 5, and this can be written as 98 minus x plus 4 in bracket, which is equal to 5n. Mod 5 is written as 5n, and this can be further written as minus x, minus is going inside, then minus 4, you will get 5n. 98 minus 4 is your 94 minus x equal to 5n. Okay, further dividing this 94 by this 5, you get 5 ones are 5, 4, 4, and what you will get, 5 8s are 40, remainder will get 4. So this is your x value, that is 94 minus 4, you will get 5n. 94 minus 4 is your 90. So 90 is divisible by 5. Therefore x value is your 4. Clear? Once again I will repeat it. We are going to find the least positive value of x. Okay, so 67 plus x congruent to 1 mod 4 is your first question. So this 1 can be taken to left hand side as minus 1, and this modulus 4 can be written as 4n. And here 67 minus 1 is your 66. Plus x is equal to 4n. So the 66 plus x is when divided by 4 you get, that is 66 divided by 4 you will get remainder as 2. Okay, so adding this 2, which is equal to 68. 68 can be divided by 4 and leaves the remainder 0. Then your value, x value is your least, x value is your 2. Similarly, 98 is congruent to x plus 4 mod 5. So 98 minus of x plus 4 equal to 5n. This minus taken inside, you will get minus x minus 4. And again 98 minus 4 is your 94 minus x equal to 5n. So 94 minus 4, on dividing 94 by 5, you will get the remainder as 4, and this is your x value. So 94 minus 4 is your 90, which is divisible by 5. So our x value is your 4. Clear? Example 2.14, solve 8x is congruent to 1 mod 11. We are going to solve this, okay, and this can be written as 8x is divided by 11 and leaves remainder as 1. Okay, this is your remainder, no? So leaves the remainder 1. Okay, and from this we can write 8x minus 1 divided by 11, which is equal to k. That is, this can be written as 8x minus 1 is equal to 11k. Okay, so 8x minus 1 by 11 is equal to k, and further this is written as 8x minus 1 equal to 11k. This can be written as 8x is equal to 11k plus 1 and x is equal to 11k plus 1 divided by 8. Okay, now we are going to put the values for k. Okay, first you put k is equal to 1. What you will get? K is equal to 1 means 11 into 1 plus 1. 11 plus 1, 12. 12 divided by 8. Okay, this will be getting in your fraction. Okay, then this cannot be your answer. Next put 2. Okay, 11 twos are 22. 22 plus 1, 23. 23 cannot be divided by 8. Next, put 3. 11 threes are 33. 33 plus 1, 34. 34 is also cannot be divided by 8. Next, put 4. 11 fours are 44. 44 plus 1, 45. It is end with 5, so it cannot be divided by 8. And further puts 5. 11 fives are 55 plus 1, 56 divided by 8. Okay, what will be your answer? 8 sevens are 56. So first solution, k value, that is first x value is your 7. Okay, next again put 6, k is equal to 6. Then what you will get? K equal to 6 means 11 6 66. 66 plus 1, 67. Cannot be divided by 8. Then again put 7. 11 sevens are 77. 77 plus 1 cannot divided by 8. And put again 8. 88 plus 1, 89. Not be divided. Next 9. 99 plus 1, 100 cannot be divided by 8. Okay, then 11. That also cannot be divided by 8. Further 13 you put. 11 into 13 plus 3. You will get the answer as 18. And next to that number is your 21. That is k is equal to 5, k is equal to 13, k is equal to 21, etc. It goes on. Then while putting these values you will get, for 5 you will get 7, for 13 you will get 18, and next is your 29, etc. It goes on. Clear? These were the solutions of x. Next we can move on to 2.15. I hope you all clear about today's video. Feel free to comment your doubts or just mail your doubts to me. Okay, I am there for you to rectify your doubts. If you like my channel, then subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you. Meet you soon in next video.